Hello everybody, this is Anita White with Love Your Art, and we're back today with you. Happy to be having you with us. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We have a 10 by 20 inch canvas and we're going to do a Dutch pour on it. We have some amazing colors that we'll be using in combination today to see where we go with this. But our base paint will be the Blickrylic Titanium White. And again, I remind you that all of our colors, including the base paint, are mixed with 2 parts Floetrol, that's American Floetrol, and 1 part paint. Water is added to get to the desired consistency. So we're going to take and just blow this base paint, Titanium White, across our canvas, and I'm using my InStyler travel hair dryer. I'm often asked, it's the mini Turboline ceramic travel hair dryer, and I purchased it from Amazon, and it is for about 30 bucks. Works very well. It's very user friendly because it's easy to handle, and I use it on high. Just taking my finger around the edges here to make certain that we have full coverage on the sides and all corners. I want to remind you too that if you are interested in improving your skill set with the Dutch pour, I have video number 28 and 52 that are specific to the Dutch pour and how to improve your Dutch pour, as well as how to work on your paint consistency. So our next step after laying this down and looking to ensure that there are no foreign debris, anything that shouldn't be in here, I call them uninvited guests, we pop air bubbles. I'm often asked, do you need to have a torch? And I would have to say yes, you have to have a torch because the air bubbles come and they need to be able to be removed. And you gently do this to ensure that they are popped so that they don't interfere with the outcome that you are seeking. Okay? Also, I want to say that you look for any foreign debris throughout the entire process. It could be anything that's from dry paint to hairs or just any uninvited guests is the best way to put it. Okay, we got a little splash all over that. We're going to introduce our colors to the canvas, and we're talking today about what we're doing with this particular Dutch pour. We're trying to merge colors together. I'm using quite a bit of them. I'm going to just see how it goes. I mean, we're here to have fun and enjoy ourselves and play, experiment, and that's how we do it. So, joining us today, we have one of my absolute favorites is the Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet. We also have Loft Deep Magenta. We have the Arteza Pyrrole Lilac. along with the Liquitex Basics Red Cadmium Deep Hue, Artist Loft Old Gold, Liquitex Basics Pyrrole Red, the Arteza Pyrrole Royal Purple, and Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta. And we're going to just have a fun time with these colors, so let's do it. We're going to try to do a design that excuse me, gives us some negative space on both inside and outside. So here we go. Let's get it open. Give it a good squeeze. Oh, what's wrong here? Okay, we got to figure out what is wrong with the squeeze bottle here. All right, see if that helps. Here we go. Here and there. All right. We're going to follow this pattern with the other colors right on top. When I'm selecting colors, I try to select things that I like, things I think will go well to complement one another. I try to lay them in a sequence that will be not all dark, not all light, just a combination, and really trying to match things up so that they can look nicely together. And when you see these colors, when I'm doing these designs at Dutch pours or any technique that I'm doing, it's usually the first time that I've even used them, so you're seeing them just like I am for the very first time. And hopefully we end up with something that we all can appreciate. This is the Artist Loft Old Gold. And I just use the Arteza Pyrrole and the Cadmium Deep Red Hue. And we're going to get them all on there. Now this one I was a little hesitant about putting in, but because it's so bright, and that's that Pyrrole Red. But I said, okay, what the heck, we'll see. I wanted to have some red showing. Wanted to really be pretty vibrant, standing out with the other colors, and I thought maybe that would do it. Okay, and we have the Arteza Pyrrole Royal Purple. It's a little darker than the Pyrrole Lilac that we already put on. And we have our final color, which is this Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta. So pretty. Okay, my friends, we're going to see what we have here, what comes with this. And I like to wrap back around, so I'm going to put got a ton of color, but I'm going to put a little bit of my permanent blue violet back on top. I want to see some nice rich dark colors on this white base. Okay, moving our friends aside, popping air bubbles in our layering colors in particular, but anywhere that we see them on the canvas. This is really very pretty, just from the looks of it. Okay, my friends, we are going to see what happens with these awesome colors. The decision-making process begins. It's a little tough to know where we want to begin, and it's always a hard call, but we figure it out. I think I'm going to try to go here and here, and maybe back this way, and then I'll go that way. We'll see. That. Oh my heavens, that is super beautiful. And I believe that making the decision to put that Liquitex Basics Pyrrole Red in here was the right choice. This has really given it the richness that I was wanting to see without a lot of muddiness at all, and it happened. We're going to just wipe around our edges here so we can capture this design at its best, bringing it to rest. It is beautiful. It is just simply luscious and beautiful. We have little cells and lacing cells here. We've got the negative space inside and outside that we were hoping to have, and it is just so rich. I'm glad I wrapped back around with the permanent blue violet, which looks more purple than it does blue, so that we could get a nice rich collection of that color highlighting, really kind of highlighting the red. Just a light torch. And wow, unbelievable. Cells here, cells and lacing here, just little spurts of cells all throughout, making this for a beautiful design. I like it. Let's bring you in for a close-up so you can see and we can get your ideas on what you think about it. Well, here we have it, my friends. Our close-up, looking really pretty. Beautiful cells and lacing here. Rich, deep color, sparkles of gold from the Artist Loft Old Gold. Look at that cluster of cells there, along with the lacing here. More Artist Loft Old Gold. So pretty. Lots of lacing here. Let's see, we have that flash on. Maybe you can see a little better. So pretty. There we have our 10 by 20, very luscious, rich red with violets on this 10 by 20 Dutch pour. So rich and vibrant. We got what we want with the negative space on the inside and outside. We also got rich flowing colors, all showing up, speaking loud and clear for themselves. Well, let me know what you think in the comments, my friends. As always, keep loving your art, and we will see you again on our next video upload. Bye now.